everybody, Pat Huntoon here with Technique Junkies, and today I'm going to be making the poinsettia wreath card using the SS 143 poinsettia wreath wishes and some watercoloring using the Catherine Pooler inks and a Nuvo Aqua Shimmer gloss pen. So what I did is I used the Midnight Black ink from Catherine Pooler and very lightly kissed the wreath onto a piece of watercolor paper. So I lightly kissed it on there, so we still keep all the details on this watercolor paper, but it is I love this black ink. It really stays, and you're going to see that you can really watercolor with it. It's an amazing ink. So next thing I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment right into the center of that using the Deck the Halls. So as you can see, all of the sentiments that are in the poinsettia wreath wishes fit perfectly inside of the wreath. But the nice thing about those is that you can use them for other things too. So if you are making something like the poinsettia and bird border like this, which I colored on regular paper using the inks. These fit beautifully along the top of this, so they work really nicely together. Okay, so I did do that in Deck the Halls, and now we're just going to quickly watercolor this. It's going to go really fast. So, find my water brush here, that one that has water in it. Okay, so literally I'm going to take three colors. I'm going to take the Cranberry Fizz, and I'm going to make a tiny little pile of ink there on my work surface, on my glass matte work surface. I'm going to take Icing on the Cake, which is this color. Dark. Oh, I love this brown. It's so nice to have a nice brown. And Deck the Halls, which is, these are the first two colors. Deck the Halls and Cranberry Fizz were the first two colors in the Luxe collection. So, and the brown is from the Neutrals collection. And all I'm going to do is take my water brush, and I'm going to start, believe it or not, with the green. I want to create definition on the evergreen. So when you are using this, I suggest keeping this next to you so that you can see when it's not all stamped in green ink, there's a little bit more definition on that, so that you can just kind of follow along, because the green can kind of blend into the brown when you are using black ink on watercolor paper. So all I'm doing is I'm going over these evergreens. I'm not even being careful to follow the evergreen. You just want to really give the idea that you are of the greenness. It's not really to make each individual line super green. Put some green there. And then I'm going to do the holly. Whoops, I picked up some brown there. I'm going to do the holly. So with the holly, I don't want to add really any water. I want to start with dark and then just kind of push it out so it's a little lighter. And I'm going to go over that again after that dries a little bit. So you can see how nicely this black ink, this premium black ink that from Catherine Pooler, is just so amazing watercoloring with it. Look at it, it's not even moving, not even an inch. And that's just so nice to have. Okay, so I am just going to go with the darker color on these leaves. Just go up the center a little bit, just to add a little bit more color to them. Okay, and I think there's a little bit of evergreen over here. Whoop, I picked up brown, of course. A little bit of evergreen over here. Just go back over it. And I decided that I was going to make those berries there, those leaves there, which probably should be brown, but it'll be more interesting if they're not brown. All right, so let's do the red next. So you notice I have a piece of paper towel here. I'm just squeezing out the water a little bit and using the paper towel on there. And same thing here, I'm going to go along this and let the ink run out to the top naturally. And I see I missed a leaf there in green, which is no big deal. So I'll speed this up as I'm painting these. Okay, so I made this holly leaf red by mistake. So I'm just going to add a touch of water to that. You saw me just do it and actually kind of take some of that color off if I can. Same thing here. I want to move this in. Make sure your water brush doesn't have any color on it. Add a little water to it and kind of erase it a little bit. I went a little bit too far out on the edge. See how that kind of just erases that color off the edge? Okay, so I did a little bit too much pink there, so I took it off. Let's add some green and fix that up. I actually think I ran out of green, which just need a dot more, just to make it a little darker. Now, I'm not adding a lot of water to some of this, especially when I'm adding the detail back in with a darker color like I'm doing right now. I'm not adding a lot of water to that. It's just a light amount of water. Not even squeezing my brush. Okay, so that's done. Let's just do the brown. And then we'll, oh, I just erased it, sorry. Just took all the color off there. So let's add some brown there. Ooh, that is a lot of brown. You don't need that much. And let's just color in. Okay, so you can see how fast that came together. Look at how that's easily watercolored on that watercolor paper, and it's so pretty. So if you're making multiple cards, imagine how fast it would be to color these and just really pretty little colors. Okay, so let's just add a little extra here. So what I'm using now is the Nuvo Aqua Shimmers. Okay, so they come with this yellow protector. What you do is when you open the pen, you take that, you unscrew it, you take that yellow out, and then when you take the tip off, you pull. Okay, you screw it back together, and you throw that yellow out, and you pull. Okay, do not unscrew, because as soon as you put this back together, you pierce that cartridge that's in here, and you don't want to unscrew because all that Nuvo shimmer will go everywhere. So you just pull the end off. So this is glitter gloss, and what this does is it adds spot glitter. Can you see? I just added it to that one section there. It is so pretty, and you don't, I'm not spraying my whole piece. I love my Shimmering Bliss. I'm not spraying the whole piece here. I'm just putting the spot glitter over a couple of areas here. So I think I'm just going to put it on the red, just to add a little spot gloss and spot glitter. If this stays put, this doesn't go everywhere. You can see how much more controlled this is than maybe a Wink of Stella. If you make a comparison there, it's a very controlled amount of glitter gloss that I'm putting down. That's it. That's all I'm going to do with this is pop it onto a piece of cream colored paper like that, but I'm going to pop it up so it has more definition. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then I'm going to pop that up on there, and that is the entire tutorial. It is not a hard card to make, not in any way, shape, or form, and you can see that you can mass produce these just using ink and stamps and a little bit of spot glitter. So that's how we made our card today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you will consider subscribing to the Technique Junkie YouTube channel in the future. And I hope you love these Catherine Pooler inks as much as I do. I just think they're really special. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you next time. Bye now.